If you want to be more successful than 99% of people, you only really need to do one thing in the modern age. You just need to be focused. Okay, so today I was at a coffee shop and I was working and I'm sitting there working away, and of course I'm getting distracted. I'm not being focused because a guy off to my left, I kept noticing that he's working on his computer and then it felt like every 2 to 3 minutes he would go and grab his phone. He'd be on the phone for 5 minutes, put it down, go back to it. And it was very obvious that he was just kind of getting distracted, go on the Instagram or whatever. And it's a good reminder that nowadays it's pretty simple. If you want to be successful, you simply have to have focus and not be a slave to distraction. And it's really, really hard in the modern age, which is why it's actually pretty easy to get ahead of most people nowadays because everyone is so distracted. I mean, you look at people when they're out eating with their romantic partner, with friends. Everyone's looking at the phone, checking emails, checking text messages instead of just being in the present moment. Now, it's not that you're necessarily lazy or unmotivated. It's probably just that you're distracted and you don't have any focus in your life. So all it really takes is taking the time to sit back, reflect, think about what it is you're trying to achieve and why, and then go after it with extreme focus. So one of my Spanish students, Jeff, he's an absolute beast. He has run more than 40 half Ironmans. He's run, I think, almost 8 full Ironmans. He has 5 kids, goes to church every Sunday, has an extremely successful contracting business, and he's learning Spanish, speaking 1 hour per day. I mean, the guy is an absolute beast. And I was telling someone this, and you know what they said to me? They said, "Oh, I bet you he doesn't have social media." And I thought, wow. That is such a great point because the reality is it's not like Jeff is just scrolling away on Instagram or kind of, thinking what he should do with his life or whatever. Jeff has sat down, thought about it, and now he's taking action and he's not distracted. Now, the biggest focus killer nowadays is just the phone. So you have to have that discipline to not be so distracted and pulled in different directions. Some of my favorite ways to keep focus and not get distracted is by using noise canceling headphones. I use my AirPods all the time. They work great. And then I've been talking about this in the past few videos, is this little device right here. It's called a brick. Essentially what it does is it turns your phone into a brick so you can only use certain applications. I'm a big fan of it. But it really is that simple. I feel like in the modern day, the people who are the most successful are simply the people who are creating content or just creating things in general and who aren't consuming as much. Because all these different platforms, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, they're all designed in a way so that you get addicted to them, which then ultimately what happens is you have all these different micro distractions throughout the day, and oftentimes you don't really get any meaningful work done. So take some time to sit back, reflect, think about what you're trying to do with your life, maybe write some journal notes down, distraction free, no people coming in your room and trying to bug you, put on those noise canceling headphones, close your window blinds, just lock yourself in, think about what you're trying to do, and then figure out the action steps and go after it. Try not to get distracted. Another thing I use on my computer is this thing called Limit. It's a browser extension which basically doesn't allow me to use Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, any of those things while I'm on my computer. So those are some powerful, simple, free tools that you can use to prevent distraction. But anyways, I really think it's as simple as that. You just got to figure out what you want to do it, and don't get distracted because nowadays the number one enemy to success is distraction. So stay focused. You got this, and thanks for watching.